In the fog of not knowing what tomorrow holds, there is both comfort and mystery. As a new year dawns, the ones who long for change are filled with anticipation. Maybe this is it. The long-awaited miracle may finally arrive on a strong wave of hope. Suddenly, life will take on new meaning and purpose. The questions of yesterday will float on the wind as clarity comes into focus. But for the ones who long for everything to stay the same, those who aren't ready to say goodbye, and the ones who are not ready for boundaries to shift, there is hesitance in turning the page to a brand new year. Perhaps not knowing is the hardest part. Which direction will the sands of time take us? What lies in store as we cross the threshold of another year? I thought about my grandmother the other day. She's been gone for several years now, but I still remember where she found peace during times of confusion and uncertainty. Grandma suffered a lot in her lifetime, yet she always pointed back to a foundation that cannot be shaken through the power of God's Word. Even during the evening shadows of her time here on earth, I witnessed a physical transformation light her features as she listened to the words of Psalm 23. And I can't help but think of how it's still relevant for all of us here today. You and I may face different circumstances as we move into another year, but the strength hidden between the sacred pages of a holy book remains the same. When the weariness of life and all its uncertain ways threatens to overwhelm, we can rest in the promises of God. We can love, laugh, cry, worship, celebrate, struggle, hope, overcome, and show kindness. We can walk along the water's edge, watch golden light reflect upon the waves of the sea, and allow the sand between our toes to push us ever onward. Because onward, Christian soldiers, is where we must always go. And through it all, may the words of an inspired psalmist from long ago continue to resonate in the vulnerable places of our hearts. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside the still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in the paths of righteousness for His name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for You are with me. Your rod and Your staff, they comfort me. You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil. My cup runs over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever.